Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today? Today I bring you a tutorial on false lashes or falsies, and in this video I'm going to take you guys through how I fix my false lashes and how I make them look not really natural but not too fake as well. I'm going to show you guys a step by step on how I do my lashes and possible mistakes we make or I made in the past that made them not to stick so well. So if you want to see how I fix my false lashes, then keep watching. The first tip I'm going to give in this video is if you have the money and you feel like splurging, then go for natural go for natural lashes because they last longer, and you can use natural lashes but for about a month, if not even more. This one I'm wearing right here, I don't know if to call them semi-artificial or artificial lashes, but I do reuse them and they're good, and they've lasted me for about a month, so that's actually good, right? I actually got them for a fair price, and I got it in Nigeria. I got it on Conga. I can't remember, but I'll put the link below, and I'll also write some of these tips on my blog and even more, so if you want to see, then go check out my blog. Alright, so if you're using artificial false lashes, if you get the one, they usually have thicker bands, thicker lash band. What I mean by thicker lash band, I'm going to show you guys the lashes right now. This is a lash band, as you can see. This one right here, they're really thicker, so the when I say disadvantage of it being thicker is you have more possibilities of it actually showing that's the band, hence it will actually look like they're really false lashes. But then, not to worry, this is how they come. So the second thing about lashes is, what I'm going to do is you have to cut them to your size. So I can stick this lashes like this with these bands here. You see this extra bit? Artificial lashes do come with those always, and even natural lashes, you can actually cut them to how you want them to be. I'm just going to cut off the extra band right here. And you should normally do this no matter how big your eyes are. You shouldn't let the extra band just rest there. Those are actually used to place the eyelashes on the packet and make them stick. This is it right here, and I have cut off the extra lash band. So what I'm going to do is I'll put this on my eyes. I'm going to don't put that there to measure my eyes. It's actually good and they are full, as you can see. But let me tell you something, why some lashes don't actually stick. You see, even when I put lashes, I made that same mistake. When I put my lashes, and you can see some actually pulling off from the beginning, that's because when you come to the lashes, when you come to the tear duct, the lashes are always less and the band doesn't have anything to stick to. So you can either cut it again so that they can match where the lashes become very full, or you can just leave it like that and use a really strong glue. I'm actually going to cut from here is the end, because I know lashes should flow and make it longer. For some weird reason, I don't really like it this long. I'm just going to cut a few, just little, just like about 2 to 3. And be careful when cutting this, because if you're not careful, this can actually ruin the lash band and the flow of the lashes, because you're actually disrupting the band, and that way the lashes can begin to fall off if you're not careful. And I've already prepped them for use, and onto the main thing is lash glue. You need to get a lash glue. In terms of lash glue, I think you have to actually splurge, because the cheaper isn't better. Just, I think you're going to spend at least 1,000 or 900 if it's on sale. I have a lot of lash glues in the market, and I sold a lash glue for like 300, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting the deal, girl. And guess what? This girl right here went to go and use it on the day she was going out for a wedding. Of course, 300 naira lash glue did not last. They weren't even gluing, and it was so frustrating. And the funny part, what your sister did, this sister went to go and buy two of those lash glues because she thought she got a bargain. So yeah, lesson learned. And they're actually there, the 2 lash glues, but I'm not going to bring it and I'm not going to show it on here. Anyway, the lash glue didn't last first lesson. Make sure you try your lash glue unless you're really confident you actually want to splurge on a good lash glue. I try not to use bonding glue, even if for some people it actually works. I actually like to use lash glue because first of all they're for lashes, and I actually find them to be better. So lash glue actually comes in two types. I have the dark one and the light one. This one is transparent and it's white in color, and when they say it dries clear, that means once you use it and when you're done, at first it becomes white, but then when you're done it's no longer white, it becomes very clear. So I have the light one and the dark one, and if you want to see the difference, because I do not want this video to be too long, I'm actually going to state the difference. I'm actually going to expand on the difference on my blog, so please check that out. This is actually the best lash glue I've seen so far, and I think I'm actually going to stick with this. It's not too expensive, it's about 1,000 naira. One of the best lash glue I've actually seen, because the dual lash glue at that time was too expensive for me. It was, the list was 2,900 naira. That's minus delivery. So by the time I was done, I was spending almost 35 on just lash glue. Man, auntie, just like, as in, you can like to rub mascara and just go where you're going, because those lashes, they are not serious. It is not that serious. So I actually found this in Casabella. One thing I don't like about this lash glue is it bubbles up, like bubbles come out instead of lash glue, and I have to wait for it to bubble up. Madam, are you done? So that's it. You can see, but don't worry about it, it actually dries clear. And yeah, I'm placing that thinly on my lash band. Just using that to spread it out to the end, and make sure it goes to the end right here too, and here too, because that way you have enough glue everywhere to stick everywhere on your eyelash. This, as you can see, I put just one application and one strip, and this will actually enable the lashes to dry faster and quicker, because before I used to apply this thing thick, oh lord, I used to apply this thing thick. So whenever I apply the thick, it doesn't actually dry, and then I stick them on my eyes. If you actually make it very thick and then you stick it on your eyes, it takes time to dry. The thicker it is, the longer it takes to dry, and that way you have, when you stick it on your eyes and it's not properly dried, even if you think it's tacky and it's not tacky, when you put it on your eyes, the remaining liquid begins to seep into your eyes, and girl, from experience, that is not a good idea. So I actually made this very thin so it dries quickly, but you don't want to make it too thin, because then it's going to dry very fast, and by the time you're ready to put it on your lashes, it's not going to stick. So what you want to do with lash glue is, right here, you actually want it to be tacky, not dry. If you see, you can see that this stuff is beginning to draw, and that's what I mean by tacky. So I'm actually taking some mascara and I'm fanning out my lashes. Basically it, so now my lashes has something to stick to. Now the glue is actually tacky, but you can see right here that it's beginning to dry, and once it begins to dry clear, that's it. I'm talking about clear lash glue right now. If you're using clear lash glue, it begins to dry and become transparent, so that means it's actually really dry, and you either want to put that on your lashes immediately, or you want to actually put some more lash glue. If you look at this, this is actually a bit dried out, and this is very white. Now I'm going to put that on my lashes, and I'm going to show you guys why you shouldn't put it when it's white. You always want to do your lashes this way so they become curved and adjust to your eyes easily. Look down, and you have to apply the lashes as close to your natural lashes as possible. You don't want to stick it on here, that way you have a demarcation, and that is not good. So what I'm going to do is, as close to my lashes as possible, I'm going to place that starting from the center. You can see. Then after placing it from center, you can now take the end and stick it right here. As you can see, that glue is still very wet, so you're going to see this actually still coming out, but I'm still going to keep sticking that there. The beginning is actually not sticking, that means it's very very dry. And then I have to use some glue again and begin. Don't try to apply glue directly on the lashes, that's very risky, because then the lash glue can go into your eyes. Now that glue actually dried, so I'm actually making this mistake on here so you guys can actually see what I mean. So that place is perfectly dried, it won't stick. Can you see my eyes? Now this begins to lift up because the glue dried very well. I have to take everything off and reapply my glue. Wait about 30 to 60 seconds for this to become tacky. And here I have some lash glue that I dried out, and I formed it into a ball because it's very dry. And you can just keep adjusting and adjusting to the way you want it. And sometimes it does disrupt your eye pencil, like the lining, and you can decide to go back and line if you want. And if you glue it's not really original, then like the 300 naira one I bought, if it's not original, it's not going to stick no matter how much you hold it. So I'm going to hold that for long, for like 30 seconds, so it can stick. And as you can see, it actually dried clear. And if you open your eyes, you can see some glue there, and I'm just going to separate it just like this. Use your hand and you just push it down firmly and kind of make it merge with your natural lashes. You can use your fingers too to adjust the lashes to make them look very curvy and not too straight. So you just do that. And when I'm going to the Stake Mode mascara, and what you want to actually, you always want to use mascara, because once you put black lashes, artificial lashes on, your natural lash color, it's always very different from artificial lashes, so you actually want to merge both of them. You can go back and apply some liquid liner or eyeliner, or whichever you use. Try to use liquid or gel liner. I'm actually going to put the link below on the type of eyeliners that I think are good, the disadvantage and advantages. I've blogged about them before, so do check them out. You should apply your eyeliner and then reapply. I think that way is better, because then everything merges together and it looks more natural. If you apply after you pull your false lashes, then you're just going to be applying over the band, and if you look up, this place is going to be empty. So I'm taking a liquid liner and I'm just so that's basically it, guys. And I put my blog link below so you guys can actually check it out, and I put more tips because I don't want to talk in this video because then it will become too long, you guys will get so bored. So check out my blog link below and you see some more tips on applying false lashes and mistakes never ever to make again, and how to apply them correctly too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just doing this to help you guys and for you not to make the same mistake with this girl, man. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. My sister's gonna kill me.